Hi, this is P&M Senior Wellness. Let's give those legs some love today. Let me ask you something quickly. Have your steps started to feel just a little less steady than before? That slow lift of the foot, that slight hesitation on uneven ground, these are early signals that your walking stability is fading quietly in the background. But the encouraging truth is this: your legs can relearn strength and control at any age, and it begins with one simple leg pump movement that improves circulation and steadies your stride. If you've ever caught your toe on a small edge or felt unsure taking that first step, you're not alone, and today, you'll discover exactly how to rebuild confidence with every step forward. Stay with me, because later in this routine, I'll reveal the one common marching mistake that actually weakens balance, and correcting it can completely change how secure you feel when you walk. Before we start, do me one small favor: tap like and comment the letter C to commit to staying strong this week. And most importantly, don't skip any part of this video. You might miss the one step that changes everything. Exercise 1. Calf raises, leg pump move. Let's begin with the movement that quietly supports every step you take. The calf raise, your body's natural leg pump system. If your legs have been feeling heavy, slow to warm up, or tired by the end of the day, this simple motion may become one of the most powerful tools you ever learn. Your calves are often called your second heart, and if you watched our previous video on why they control circulation after 60, you already know how important they are. But today, instead of talking about the science, we're going to feel it working in real time, in your feet, your legs, and eventually in the lightness of your steps. Because the truth is simple: when your calves wake up, your whole lower body comes back to life. And that means more independence, steadier walking, and more confidence with every stride you take. Now, take a moment to stand tall. Let your shoulders settle back, and let your eyes look forward, not down. This movement isn't about pushing hard, it's about reconnecting with a part of your body that's been carrying you for decades. Place 1 or 2 fingers lightly on the back of a chair or countertop, not for support, just for reassurance. Your legs are going to do the work here. Feel the ground under your feet, hips aligned, chest open, core gently engaged like you're preparing for a calm, steady breath. Slowly begin lifting your heels off the floor. Don't rush to the top. Let the movement rise through you, from the arches, up the calves, all the way to the back of the knees. As you lift, breathe out softly. And when you reach the top, pause. Hold it. Feel that gentle squeeze in your calves. This is the moment where your leg pump switches on, sending fresh blood upward, giving your steps energy again. Now lower your heels with control. Take 2, maybe 3 seconds. This slow lowering is where the real strength builds, the part most people skip, but the part your walking stability depends on. Inhale as your heels reach the floor, and don't let them slam down. Make the descent just as intentional as the rise. Let's repeat that rhythm. Lift, hold, lower. With every repetition, imagine your legs learning a new pattern, a stronger pattern. If you've ever felt unsure taking your first step in the morning, or hesitated when walking across a parking lot, this is the antidote. Calf raises retrain the part of your body that gives you forward motion. They help you push off the ground more powerfully so walking feels smoother, steadier, and more controlled, especially on uneven surfaces. Now, I want you to keep going at your own pace while I guide you. Notice if your body tries to lean forward. If it does, reset gently. Your ankles should be doing the work, not your shoulders or back. And if your heels feel tight, that's okay. Tightness is just a signal that these muscles have been underused. Each slow rep increases circulation, releases stiffness, and sends more oxygen to your lower legs. Over days and weeks, this translates into less swelling, fewer end-of-day aches, and a feeling of lightness that many people haven't felt in years. If you're comfortable, try lifting a little higher with each rep, not by speed, but by intention. Imagine you're growing taller from the floor up, and if you want a small challenge, try holding the top position for an extra second or 2. No need to strain. Just explore what your legs can do today. Over time, that pause becomes easier, steadier. It becomes part of how your body learns to balance again. And here's something important to remember. You don't have to go fast to get stronger. In fact, the slower you move, the more your muscles engage. This is especially true for older adults, because slow repetitions activate stabilizer muscles that protect your knees and ankles. These are the muscles that keep you from stumbling, keep you from feeling wobbly on curbs, and help you feel secure when walking in crowded or uneven areas. As you continue these lifts, imagine how your everyday life changes when your calves support you fully. Getting up from a chair becomes smoother, climbing stairs feels less taxing, long walks become enjoyable again instead of tiring. These aren't just exercises, they're small investments in your independence, in your ability to move through your day with strength instead of hesitation. Let's finish with a final, slow repetition together. Lift gently, hold at the top, feel the warmth building in your calves, and lower with control. Let your heels settle into the ground like you're grounding yourself for the day ahead. That warmth you feel now? That's your second heart, waking up your body's natural support system, reactivating. And once it switches on, your walking stability begins to improve from the ground up. Take a breath, reset your stance, and when you're ready, we'll move into the next exercise that builds on this foundation and helps your legs step high, step steady, and step with confidence again. Exercise 2, controlled marching. Now that we've awakened the leg pump and sent fresh energy through your lower legs, let's move into a movement that directly improves how you step through the world, controlled marching. This isn't the fast marching you may remember from exercise classes years ago. This version is slower, steadier, more intentional. And for many older adults, it's the missing link between shuffling steps and confident walking. If you've ever caught your toe on a small edge, hesitated stepping up a curb, or felt nervous walking on uneven ground, this exercise is going to make a real difference in your daily life. Because when you can lift your legs smoothly and with control, you dramatically reduce the chance of tripping. And that means more freedom, more ease, and more trust in your own steps. Let's ease into it together. Stand tall again, letting your shoulders settle back and your chest open. Your body should still feel grounded from the calf work we just completed. If you need light support, place 1 or 2 fingers on the back of a sturdy chair or countertop. But just like before, let your legs do the work. Shift your weight gently onto one foot, not too much, just enough to free the other leg. Slowly begin lifting your knee upward, as if stepping over a small object. Don't yank the leg or swing it forward. Lift with intention, with your hip flexors doing the work, and your core lightly bracing to keep your upper body steady. When your knee reaches a comfortable height, even a few inches, pause. Feel that moment of control. This pause is what separates controlled marching from rushed, momentum-driven steps that lead to stumbles. Now gently lower your foot back down, placing it exactly where it started. Not forward, not outward. Controlled marching is about precision. It teaches your body where your legs are in space, so your steps become predictable and secure. Let's repeat that on the other side. Shift your weight lightly, lift the opposite knee, hold for a breath, and lower with control. Keep your torso quiet and steady. If you feel yourself rocking back and forth, slow down. The goal is movement in the leg, not in the whole body. Each knee lift strengthens the muscles that help you clear small obstacles, the very muscles that weaken after 60, causing low, shuffling steps. And if you've ever watched someone shuffle unintentionally, you know how quickly that pattern can lead to a fall. Controlled marching gently retrains this pattern, restoring height, strength, and purpose to your stride. Keep this rhythm going. Lift, pause, lower. Lift, pause, lower. With every rep, imagine stepping forward on a sidewalk with complete confidence. Imagine lifting your foot without dragging it. Imagine navigating curbs and small steps with ease, instead of hesitation. These knee lifts aren't just exercises. They're rehearsal for the real world, where confidence in your step can determine whether you stay active, social, and independent. And as your legs learn this pattern, you may notice your stride feeling smoother, as if your feet are clearing the ground with a little more space. That small change is strength returning, one controlled lift at a time. Now, as you continue, here's something important. In our previous video, we talked about the #1 marching mistake that weakens balance, swinging the leg instead of lifting it. The swing feels easier because momentum takes over, but it bypasses the hip muscles that protect you from tripping. What you're doing now, this slow, intentional lift, is the correct version. It strengthens the muscles that catch you when life surprises you. And the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. You'll notice yourself stepping higher without thinking, clearing those tiny hazards that used to concern you. Even simple things like walking across a rug edge or maneuvering around a pet start to feel more predictable. Let's go through a few more repetitions together. As your knee rises, breathe out gently. As it lowers, breathe in. Stay tall, steady, and let your core support you without strain. Feel your body absorbing this new pattern, a safer pattern. Feel your steps lifting with more intention and more confidence than before. This is how stability begins, not from force, but from control. Not from speed, but from awareness. And as your marching grows steadier, your walking rhythm may begin to change too. Your feet clear the ground more naturally, your posture opens, and your movements feel deliberate and assured. Finish this final rep and let both feet settle evenly beneath you. Take one slow breath in and one steady breath out. You may already sense a difference, a feeling that your legs are not just moving, but responding. That responsiveness is your body's way of saying, yes, I remember how to do this. And now that we've built this controlled stepping pattern, it's time to strengthen your balance even further so your body can trust these movements in everyday life. Exercise 3, single leg stand. Now that your legs are warm, lifted, and moving with more control, we're ready for the final piece, the movement that ties everything together, the single leg stand. This simple exercise is one of the strongest predictors of long-term independence. When you can balance steadily on one leg, even for just a few seconds, it tells us your muscles, your joints, and your nervous system are working together the way they're meant to. And when that connection is strong, everyday challenges begin to feel easier. Stepping off a curb, turning quickly, reaching for something on a shelf, or adjusting your footing on uneven ground. Balance isn't just a physical skill. For many older adults, it's the difference between moving through life with confidence or feeling afraid of the next misstep. But the good news is this: balance can improve at any age, and today you're going to feel exactly how it happens. Let's begin by standing next to a sturdy chair or countertop. Rest just 2 fingers on the surface, not for full support, just enough to steady your mind while your body does the real work. Place your feet hip-width apart, plant your heels into the ground, and allow your spine to rise tall from your hips all the way through the crown of your head. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, gently shift your weight onto one foot. No leaning, no twisting, just let your weight settle naturally. When you feel grounded, lift the opposite foot an inch or 2 off the floor. That's it. No need to lift high. What matters is the control. Hold this position for a few seconds. Feel the small muscles around your ankle coming alive. Feel your core tightening just enough to keep you steady. This is your body learning, reconnecting old pathways, building new ones. If you wobble, that's good. Wobbling means the right muscles are firing, adjusting, and getting stronger. Let your breath stay calm as you hold. In through your nose, out through your mouth. When you're ready, lower your foot gently and switch sides. Let's repeat that again, but this time pay attention to one more detail: your gaze. Fix your eyes on a point straight ahead. That tiny focus helps your brain stabilize your entire body. Lift your foot slowly, hold, breathe. You may feel a bit of heat in your standing leg. That's the glutes engaging, one of the most important muscles for protecting your hips and keeping your walking pattern strong. This is the muscle that helps you push off, change direction, and steady yourself when the ground shifts beneath you. A strong glute means a safer step, and a safer step means more freedom to live life the way you want. As we continue these holds, imagine how this strength carries into your day. Picture yourself stepping confidently onto a curb without grabbing a railing. Picture walking across a parking lot without that tiny fear of losing your balance. Picture bending down to pick something up and rising again without feeling unsteady. Even everyday tasks, turning to look behind you, backing out of a doorway, taking a step sideways, all become easier when your balance system is awake and tuned. Let's add one more layer of awareness. As you lift your foot again, notice how your standing foot spreads slightly, how your toes grip just a bit more firmly into the ground. That natural response is your body creating a stable foundation. Your ankle muscles adjust, your knee aligns, and your hip anchors you from above. This chain reaction is what keeps you upright when the world around you moves, when someone bumps into you, when the sidewalk slopes, when the wind pushes slightly against your body. These tiny muscles rarely get attention, but they work quietly to keep you safe. And if you've ever felt that sudden flash of panic when you lose balance for just a second, this exercise helps protect you from that moment. It trains your body not only to stay upright, but to recover quickly. Balance is not just staying still, it's your ability to return to center whenever life pulls you off it. Let's finish with one more hold on each side. Lift, breathe, steady, and lower. Now the other side. Lift, steady your breath, feel the strength under you, and lower with control. Take one slow, inhale, and let it out fully. Notice how grounded you feel now, how connected your feet are to the floor, how awake your legs feel. You've just activated the 3 systems that protect you from falls: your muscles, your joints, and your inner balance network. Each one supports the others. When these 3 exercises work together, the leg pump, the controlled step, and this foundation of balance, your walking stability, begins to change from the inside out. And the more consistently you practice them, the more naturally your body moves with confidence, steadiness, and ease. Action plan. Here's your simple action plan for the week. Do 3 rounds of today's routine: 10 to 12 slow calf raises, 10 controlled knee lifts on each side, and a 5 to 10 second single leg stand per leg. Focus on slow, steady control, not speed, and aim to complete this routine at least 3 times per week. And remember, consistency is where the real transformation happens. Even on low energy days, one gentle round still teaches your body strength, balance, and confidence. Stay patient, stay committed, and these small, steady efforts will become the foundation of how you walk and move through life with far more ease. Thank you for watching this routine. Before you go, tell me in the comments what part of your walking or balance feels most important for you to improve right now. And remember, as we discussed earlier, the biggest mistake people make with marching is swinging the leg instead of lifting it. Avoiding that single error protects your balance more than most people realize. Keep practicing these movements gently, listen to your body, and give yourself credit for every bit of progress. Strength grows quietly, step by step, long before you notice it. Stay patient, stay consistent, and let these small routines support the life you want to keep living.